Hey everyone, it's Ross from Mythic Mountains Folk Tabletop Club. What you're about to see are the ongoing adventures of our years-long running Rappan Athuk Mega Dungeon campaign using swords and wizardry, a retroclone of the original D&D game. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish. You're welcome to join us, and we hope you enjoy. It is miles beneath, a demon-haunted maze that once swallowed a crusading army, the legendary Rappan Athuk, the Dungeon of Graves. A handful of iron-thewed men risk their lives, their very souls, to plunder and explore, to stop the creeping tendrils of chaos. This is their story.
Okay, recording.
Welcome to The Adventures of the Otherworld, episode 185. Our heroes, the Fist of Kayden, have endured a long and strenuous winter of campaigning in and against the Citadel older than names. We've had new faces, and we've said goodbye to some old faces, but the quests continue. In our last adventure, two of our heroes suffered a grievous injury as they confronted one of the unblemished dead deep in the tombs below the Citadel older than names, and their very life energy was sapped by an energy drain effect, that most renowned and hated mechanic of classic Dungeons & Dragons. Now, two of the party are either have departed or are preparing to depart to the south, where they will confront and beseech the Patriarch of the Church of the Light for the restoration magic that only he in his aged form can grant. What price will be demanded of this beyond just cash remains to be seen, but hopefully the party's long association with the Church of the Light will provide them with the credibility they need to be restored. Presently, however, we turn our gaze to those who still remain. The druid Semyon, the paladin Tikkaner, the magician Mor, the Magistrix, one of the henchmen of Pruderi, and Zolotin, the Coatl from distant lands, now prepare to proceed south into the forest held in the dominion of the Wolfwoman. What will they expect to find there? What will they find there? It remains to be seen. It is known that she holds her dominion closely, and although people have successfully petitioned her for advice or guidance before, there's always the chance that something strange will occur, and we'll see what will happen this time in the environs of Kayden's Rest. We rejoin our heroes in the Bristleback Inn as they prepare for yet another expedition. The land outside is finally cracking free of the grip of a long and strenuous winter. The snows are melting, and the hills are turning green again with fresh bloom. The conquest of the light over the dark begins. Today our caller is Semyon. Semyon, how's the party today? What's up?
Well, we got some new faces, but otherwise we're doing okay. And I think we also might be seeing there's these two arrivals, whose names I can't pronounce off the top of my head, but they're magi who sought audience with Magnus and also have trouble with some Fae.
Yes.
If these two happen to be around the Bloody Bowl, we'll be happy to, the tavern will be happy to include them in our adventure should they be interested in beseeching the Wolf Lady for advice.
Let me review those two real quick. There's been so much that has happened in all the other chats. I have to go back and find my notes. Ah, yes. Gwendolyn and Gualcme. Two Welsh folk. At your invitation, they join you at the table. Gualcme conducts himself in a very traditional wizardly fashion with an enormous hat with a broad brim and a tall pointed cap, within which he wears a long feather. Gwendolyn, by contrast, could pass for any village laundress at a glance.
So we have heard the two of you are seeking some way to fix issues you've run into with the Fae in your area. Our missions are going to take us down to perhaps not a druidess, but someone who most likely has connections with the Fae. And if you would like to join us in that adventure, we might see if she can assist you.
Gwenlitter bows her head low and says, It would be a great pleasure to travel in the company of such esteemed individuals as yourself. If you think that this woman can be of assistance, then we will come. It would be fascinating to see, and her companion Guokme pipes in, and I'm interested in meeting this woman who speaks on behalf of the forest. She seems a figure out of legend. Someone like that. That's worth taking a detour for. If you would have us along, we will join you.
I'm indeed interested in meeting her as well. It would be my first time to see who this mysterious figure is. And in that case, how are we going about the travel down? Is there any way to boat a little ways down, or is it all overland?
There is a passage. So, hang on a second. I'm going to turn the... Tess, could you swing up the map for a moment? On the picture-in-picture. I'm going to pull it up on my end. Okay. So I can just look at the thing.
Well, I suppose if we did overland, it would still... Overland route would take about as much time as Zoltan needs for that period of the priest to recover.
If you
That's the hope.
Yes. So, I've found the actual map. So on the far south, if you take the... Kaydens Rest stands at a peninsula jutting into a river from the south, and that river forks, in a sense. There is a southern branch to it. If you take the river south, it will bring you parallel to the Forest of Hope and the territory of the Wolfmen. So that can take you some way south without you having to march alongside the forest proper. I'm going to post the link to that in the Otherworld chat for your convenience.
If you do that, I
That
could also
sounds...
pull it up on like the main screen here on the recording.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
If that sounds agreeable to the owner of the ship, we could do that and disembark at the end of the river.
The Myrmidon is at your disposal. You can
We have a
take
trade
advantage.
post there as well.
Indeed. You can take advantage of this time to get some trading in.
Oh, excellent.
Although at this point, the reputation of the trade goods... Actually, no. That's still mostly secret. I don't think the revelation of what's going on with Anne's Redoubt has spread all the way to the common traders. So we'll see what comes from that. But yes, there is still a trading post at the southernmost tip of that lake, which sustains trade between Kaydens Rest and Anne's Redoubt.
We just had a caravan show up in Kaydens Rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe some of those people would be interested in continuing onto the trading post to the south for some sort of...
Where did that
if they
caravan
offer some
come from?
fish.
The caravan came from the west, past the stone cutting quarry, from upriver.
I've been there a few times.
Mm-hmm.
There are numerous cities in that direction.
Mm-hmm. If you want to try to convince them to come along with you to the south, they may be amenable. Presently, I believe that Kilak, the other Welshman, the one who just recently returned from a long period, apparently in some sort of time capsule, is attempting to hire the entirety of their armed escort, which is going to create all kinds of interesting friction between him and their current employers.
Let's go ahead and do that real quick then. Let's seek out whoever is in charge of the caravan, and we'll just let them know of the journey we're taking, that there's a trading post on the way.
All right.
Be interested.
Let me pull up some notes.
We might not be able to fit... I don't know how much the Myrmidon can fit of them, but some interested parties could detach.
So we're discussing taking the Myrmidon south, out of its normal chartered route.
In fairness, the
Unless-
Myrmidon spends so little time on its normal chartered route.
Oh.
Originally, it was intended to. It began its life as a merchant vessel, but in practice has spent most of its time getting paid to shuttle adventurers back and forth between Kaydens Rest and the Cloister Older Than Names.
It's
I
a
think it's collected
good deal if
pay
you can
all
deal
at
with it.
one time.
Like, he has fun. He enjoys the. I get the impression he enjoys being involved in the adventure without getting stabbed. From his perspective, it's largely an upgrade.
No close encounters with vampires.
Yeah, that
All right.
helps.
How are you going to give me the broad overview of how you're going to contact the merchants and try and loop them into this project. I don't want to try and do this like second by second.
Yeah, we'll sort of head over, or Semyon at least will head over, and Bruce or Goods sort of asking about who might lead the expedition, who we might talk to, sort of dropping the adventure they're going on. Specifically, just that they're going to this trading post.
Okay.
And if anyone should supply him with the leader of the caravan, or at least an interested party, then we'll seek them out.
The question as to who leads the caravan leads to some bickering, as it until this moment it hadn't become precisely important. They'd more banded together for protection. But you do find someone who is certainly interested in your option, which is a merchant named Brannock Map Kindel. I'm almost certainly mispronouncing that. And he is, he's a ferociously tall man, almost 6.5 feet tall, but built like a beanpole. And he's contemplates your proposal, and he asks what sort of goods these people. And the way he hesitates a bit before he says people from the southeast are trading. Are they goods with value to the outside world?
That Semyon is not sure, although he believes it might be a somewhat new trading post looking to build itself up. If anyone else is aware of their product, they will certainly appreciate the information from the rest of Kaydens Fist.
I'm going to give AJ or Zoltan a chance to exposit before I jump in.
But Semyon supposes they might at
AJ,
least.
you're muted.
Let's say go for it, Zoltan.
Was I even here for a lot of that?
I don't even know if you were. So
Listen, guys, I'm not working 100% right now. I don't know if you guys know what percent is.
I know what a centurion is.
All right.
Remember, there used to be Romans around here long ago.
I'm sorry, can you restate the question?
What sort of goods can be acquired at that trading post?
Oh, I definitely wasn't involved in this.
So Anne's Redoubt, or the trading post? So the trading post was primarily set up to be a middle place between Kaydens Rest and Anne's Redoubt, a way to
about the southern tip of the.
Yeah, I think you were there for that.
Yeah, okay, I was there for that. It's still on the map as future trading post, so as far as I know, nothing.
Yeah, it's maybe it's like half constructed, but we're reaping the benefits.
By now there should be something, but it really comes down to what Anne's Redoubt can offer aside from those predatory. Not that the trade is predatory, that the goods are predatory. Like they're selling actual predatory deer for riding purposes. Other than that, I'm not really
Brannock
sure
leans
what they
in.
were doing.
I'm sorry, did you say predatory deer? Man-eating deer?
Well, I don't know if they're man-eating, but they're certainly meat-eating.
And they're just for sale?
Not to anyone.
Perderi
Ideally to no one, but I mean, they are for sale.
Or not Perderi, more. I don't have Perderi. Perderi's not here.
Perderi is not here, unfortunately. I was hoping to go with, but it was just really easy to talk me out of going places because I'm very tired.
More with a academic intrigue pipes in, because I believe she was here as well. If not, she's certainly heard of it from Perderi and those who were. He says, "Oh yes, they're They're quite interesting. They're creatures made of some unknown magics that the people of Anzerdout keep secret. Quite terrifying things to behold. Black as sin and fearsome. They requested
250 GP or worse, prisoners.
And they said they could make them. So there are implications there that are curious and concerning.
That's horrifying.
I mean, either
I know a man who would want one. I think I'd like to come along.
Oh, good. Perfect. That's just what
I want to see one of these creatures for myself. You know, the king. You know, the High King is always interested in prodigies from foreign lands for his menagerie.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know what they eat.
Well,
Yeah, judging by the teeth, I'm going with meat. But yeah, I was there for that, right? But what I don't know though is that aside from those, what do they sell?
I think that's their big thing.
Right,
Out of
well,
character.
Mora is going to cast ESP to get an idea of what the intentions of this man are.
Oh,
This man is busily thinking through two things. One, can he acquire enough mutton, goat flesh, and pig flesh between here and the High King and the High King's court to the south to keep this thing fed? B, how much will the High King pay for? Is this thing going to be interesting enough that the High King will pay more money for it than he'll have to pay for it? Like,
So nothing malicious, just greed.
Yeah, just I mean, it might be malicious by accident in the way so many things can be, but he's not thinking, oh, I will use this to do horrible evil. It's more like, how much can I get paid to do horrible evil by accident?
I don't think
Mort
it's by
says
accident
nothing.
if you planned it ahead of time.
For tax reasons, it's accidental.
For insurance.
Yes.
Too tired to argue that.
Anyway, yes, he will come along if one of the merchants is happy to come along if you'll have them. So you are adding a merchant to your party, along with a couple of his bodyguards.
I'm into that. We're kind of low on personnel.
Well, he'll only accompany you as far as the trading post. This is most relevant if you want to take a wagon with you on the way. Actually, no, he wouldn't do that. But you guys have a good reputation. He'll come with you either way. He may, something good may come of this, or at least something interesting.
We let him know that the ship won't return to Kaydens Rest until we return. So he may be at the trading post for a fair bit.
He'll pack accordingly.
How long an expedition? How long, just between us and us, how long an expedition are we planning? Like about a week, right? And I'll be kind of parting with you as southerly as we get.
Looks like it would be about 3 days, maybe 2 days, because it's not actually in the woods.
That's no problem.
Down to around where she is, and then 2 back, or 2 or 3 back, and then the ship is whatever speed it is.
I'm sure that's no problem.
It's roughly a day's journey by boat to get from Kaydens Rest to the south tip of Big Lake. It's not hard to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a week total, if not a little less even. It looks like that's where the Yeti Cave is roundabouts too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's about 6 miles from the Yeti Cave.
Okay. Well, we will also buy accordingly for our travels.
All right.
Should be a week's of rations that we'll need.
Always be equipped to at least the next session.
Yep. And so we have the merchant, we have the people who are going to be like Zolatan, who are going to be traveling from there.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh, and then the 2 Magi.
Yes.
That should do it.
Let me write up notes on the Magi real quick.
So, looking at my map over here, we're basically just gonna. I'll even illustrate this.
We arrive at the trading post and we head out south.
So we're going in this way. trading post is all the way down to here, and I'll edit the future. I'll edit where it says future trading post to current trading post. Did anyone come up with a clever, fanciful, idiosyncratic name for it?
I don't think so.
And yeah, the Lady Wolves is definitely more southerly there than I was expecting.
I'm
Because
muting
Wolf
again.
here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think a name was pitched, but I can't recall it to save my life.
Nor I fear.
I'll look it up. Don't wait on me.
Alright, I need to nip off to the men's room very briefly. Be back in a moment.
Well, for now, I will just erase the word future. Easy. Nice and simple.
Current.
Current's implicit in trade posts, isn't it?
Or you could name it Futeri. Build future.
If I had paid any of the money for it, I would try something like that. But I believe that this is all Kinderant's doings.
Yeah. I think a little bit was chipped in here and there by like 2 other people. I can't remember who, but yeah, like the vast majority, like the heavy bulk was paid by him. But yeah. I think it's like to fill the space.
Well, let's
The agony of dead air. My apologies.
No, you're good. You're good.
We honestly could probably stand to have access to the map just on the like inside the game server proper, just so we could all be pointing at it and drawing the maps,
Yeah.
drawing the arrows.
Yeah,
there,
hang on a
'cause
second.
I'm drawing an arrow here, but you can't see it. I cannot turn these sheets around.
One moment. Let's see if I can just copy paste it in there. It's been a while since I did this.
All right. Try not to break everything simultaneously.
No promises.
So while we are here, you guys can't see the dishevelment of my character's true form right now, but his human form is starting to look a little phony baloney. Let's be real. You're not 100% sold. Like, it's fine if you're not scrutinizing it, but spending this much time with him, I'm like, I think that might be an illusion. I think that guy might not be real.
Bluffing, chat.
His hair doesn't obey the wind.
Yeah. Like, it's really fortunate that it's so overcast, because his shadow is not going to be right.
It's an interesting landmass right there.
not my best landmass. Let me try that again.
Now, for some reason, all I see is black.
Oh, here we go.
I
Here we
see a
go.
big, like, hazard
Hey.
sign.
I suspect I know
Now it's
why,
correct.
but
No, I see it.
Okay.
Now. Wait, does no one else?
okay.
I see it. I
I
see
see
it.
it.
Though it does look
Turning off
very
yeah,
darkened.
I had to turn
Okay.
off.
There it is.
There we go.
I see
Yeah,
it.
And yeah, this still is the version that says future trading post, but don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's just the only one I got.
Okay, so wait, I gotta draw my right hand. Some kind of normal person. Whoop. Things are still moving.
Yeah, I'll quit wiggling it around. Alright,
So yeah, we just take the boat down this way.
go ahead.
There, like that. Like my color appears to be aqua.
Aqua's a good color. Yeah, this looks nice. I like this. So, any final purchases you guys want to take care of before you mount up with your client and go south?
I don't think so. I think we're good to go with, as long as we have the food we need and the
Yeah.
metals.
Make
and
sure to get
everything.
the food right. if
Check
there's
in.
anything that I'm gonna need specifically. Yeah,
I
I'll
think
just
we
wing
might
it.
want.
Little pun there.
Always allowed.
Do we want to bring, like, what is it, 400? What's the cost for a commune? 450 gold? It's a bit to cart around, 45.
Yes.
Oh, you mean a commune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the wolf woman has no use for gold.
Oh.
True.
Yeah, like she lives in the woods with a bunch of wolves. She has no one to give money to, and she doesn't want to carry it around.
Yeah,
The
she'd want
quills.
other
We
services
were
beyond
we were talking about bringing in the quills to her to see if she could enchant them from the quills from the hedgehog.
Yes.
The hedgehog.
The one you encountered it in the fairy gardens, the other world.
In like the labyrinth.
Yes, and I believe it had, if I remember correctly, its back was a bunch of pollarded spikes of like suitable for spear halves or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
Anyway,
I think it's on the to-do document, the quest document, priorities, whatever. But yeah, sorry, that just popped in my head that that was the only thing we wanted to talk to her about as well.
Decent option.
It gives us a
Have
few
we set out
initial-
already?
No, you have not, but I'm willing to
Okay.
assume. Let me scooch you back here. We will
There's gotta
commit
be
your
some
movement.
kind of goods that we can acquire that they'd like, aside from the special items. Maybe
what
not.
What do wolves usually want?
Meat.
How much meat can you carry?
That's a good question.
Could try to find another one of those massive fish.
That is an option, but I also feel like, I don't know, we are also like at the end of winter, so it's gonna make it like food even harder to find than usual. But like, we got money.
I think we might end up seeing if she needs us to do anything for her
Mhm.
and be sent on a quest of some sort.
Probably, but
She
let's,
does do that sort of thing.
Let's lead with some jerky, in my opinion.
Whatever we can bring. Yeah.
All right. You clear out There's a lot of people who live in the area. I assume that you're going to get them to clear out most of their. What's the word I'm looking for? Most of their remaining winter supplies. Now that spring
Jerky,
food is on the menu.
pemmican, you know, maybe some fresh meat if hunters are bringing them in.
You can certainly bring in a lot of dried fish, though. The hard part with bringing in fish is that most of it's going to be salt fish, which is going to be a bizarre and unwelcome experience for a wolf. But
Yeah, I'm
how it
sure
goes.
they'll like it. Well, if they won't eat it, I will.
all right, you guys acquire your practical bribes for the wolves and the wolf woman. Are you bringing the quills with you?
I would say yes, because she might want to actually look at them.
All right, Braderi, AJ, do me a solid and copy paste the notes about the quills into the Otherworld chat when you can.
I will find them. I found the last record of discussion of the name of the trading post, and it was never fully decided the current contender. Would you like to know what it is?
Hit me.
Yeah.
South Lake Honest Trading and Menagerie.
and menagerie. So there's 2 menageries we're now discussing.
Yes. So that was the. I'm gonna ping it in chat so that could be a renewed discussion. But yes, I will find the quills.
Yeah, go ahead and ping that. I'm not sure if I got that correct.
Okay. Are you ready to proceed south?
We are.
The party gathers on the deck of the Myrmidon. The weather is fair and suitable for river travel. In almost any weather can winter travel be endured, but in the current weather, it's quite pleasant. Welcome back. The power of Zeus attempted to strike us down, but in his mercy, he decided to give us a second chance. Which is to say, we had a power flicker, but we're back now. All right. Anything else before you guys head south? All right, south you go. You mount up on the deck of the Myrmidon. Weather is fair. It's not very crowded compared to your usual large expeditions. The Myrmidon loads up with the trader's goods that he intends to sell, and the party proceeds south. You are not assailed by giant fish this time, in a spate of good luck.
I'm just gonna call it South Lake for now.
By the time you arrive at the southern tip of South Lake, with the great and untamed forest of hope looming over you on a hillside to your west, the trading post comes into view. It's humble, more of a log cabin than anything, woven with a roof woven of thatch, long grass, and just the beginnings of wooden shingle. To one side there is a larger stable, shadowed by, protected overhead by long sheets of plankwood, given more thought and consideration than the building for men. Within it, a pair of large black shapes loom scowlingly in the dark, gnashing their teeth and rolling their necks, waving their antlers about. As you approach, a man waves you down and beckons you to the small docks. The Myrmidon ties up. The man at the docks waves to you and asks you what brings you this direction, what treasures you're seeking. There are two men here, or at least two men who appear to be representatives. One from Kaydens Rest, who goes barefaced, and one, presumably, from Ansred, who bears the mask that they often wear.
I will introduce them to Renok, who's an interested buyer in the goods that they possess. And say maybe take a look at this creature and see what we're looking at.
You may. The man from the Ansred escorts your whole party over to the stables, where there are for sale presently two of the mysterious black stags. They're in outline, they resemble, a hart, a mighty woodland stag in the prime of their lives. The sort of thing any hunter would be proud to bring back. But their eyes, and when their lips pull back, their teeth are like that of wolves. They are quite clearly ill-tempered and quarrelsome creatures.
Lips that pull back to the jawline a bit, at least towards it. Not like a deer at all.
No. Way more teeth than you would expect to see from a deer.
Don't trust him.
Brannock is fascinated and immediately begins engaging in negotiations to purchase one. The other is available for you if you wish to take interest in one, but they're also, you can also just leave it there. They're fairly expensive. Their main advantage, though, is that they can function. A horse in deep forest moves more slowly, as they're plains-adapted creatures. But a black stag can move in the forest as though it is native to it, which it is.
So, which among us is slowest? Perhaps it might be of use to you.
Semyon is full speed.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if anybody else is weighed down. Is Moore? How much is Moore? No, she's in the.
Or she doesn't really wear armor. She travels very light.
Yeah.
She has basic supplies.
The paladin Tickener can tell by his uncanny general sense of wickedness and evilness that this creature is a jerk, but not unholy.
That's actually really good information.
Well, there are lots of things in this world which are not unholy but will kill you.
Sure, but that gives us some insight as to just how evil the secret ritual is that they're performing.
More of a secret jerk ritual.
Now the question is whether the wolf lady would take objection to to this
Oh,
kind
that's
of
a really
creature
good
showing
question.
up in our forest.
You might need to just... Well, there's only one real way to find out, which is to just bring
Mhm.
one and see if she attacks us on sight.
She might be
Just
interested in
yell,
that.
"Get out."
It's certainly not a natural creature.
Well, does she care very much about the naturalness, or is she more about like the wolfishness? Because if anything, these are more wolf than a normal deer is.
I don't know. I've never met her.
And I'm not sure
I haven't
how
either.
druidic she is versus just a wild woman, but how we could inquire. We wouldn't necessarily want to permanently own one of these creatures, but we could take it out the rest of our journey.
What, red?
If Tickener has any interest in riding such a creature, because he would be the most weighed down among us.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Tickener.
Yeah, I'm not super weighed down, but I'm moving at 9 and not 12.
How about everybody else?
As well.
Zolatin can actually zip along a little faster than 12. Though by flying creatures, he's actually not that fast. By the standards of flying creatures, I mean.
Peril of being the noodle as opposed to the eagle.
True.
Do
Or
you
is that 12?
float the idea of renting the creature to the proprietor?
Why not?
Yes.
He will take you up on this. However, he will require the entire value of the creature in deposit, and upon your return, he will return 9/10 of what you paid.
That seems pretty reasonable.
How much is it?
250.
Because we didn't bring that money though, so I'm not sure we actually have
Oh,
money
did we
to
not?
present.
I am prepared to presume that you guys brought a bunch of cat.
We gotta
Because
stop on the ship.
I mean, Zolatin would. I haven't talked this over in detail because it would be kind of annoying and maybe not matter. But Zolatin would basically carry all of the money that he has, if it is possible for him to do so without being weighed down by wheelbarrows of gold.
So
You'd probably have to exchange a lot of it into gems, but there is a gem guy in Kaydens Rest for just this sort of thing.
All right. Well, later we can talk about how much he loses doing that.
Okay.
So 250 escrow,
Mhm.
25.
Yes.
25 is paid. Sounds reasonable.
Yes.
And we can,
A lease to own program.
yeah.
All renting in this. The general issue with renting in a setting like this is there's pretty even odds you'll just die with it, so they got to get paid up front.
Like
We have
either
terrible
you're going to be
odds
doing
for
some
malsurvivability.
either you're going to be doing some daring do, in which case you might die, or you're not actually as good as you look and you just steal it.
Can I rent that tank?
What are you going to do
For
with
what?
it? Gonna,
I don't know.
Gonna
I'm taking it to a party.
drive back and forth in
Landscape.
front of some anti-tank
Exactly.
weapons.
We just want to show it off to the person we're going to see.
Need to rent that pineapple. All right. So if you guys procure the thing, Semyon, you can talk to animals, right? Like not all the time, but it's a spell you can cast.
I do have yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do have that memorized actually, so I could cast it. So yeah, I mean, I assume these have some sort of training for riding, but I could always do it over. And since we are going to be spending multiple days on the road, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Messed up deer over here.
Let's attempt to talk to the very strange, carnivorous black stag.
Okay. Trying to think of what its personality should be like. Talking to this creature gives you the sense. How do I describe this? This creature is not entirely mentally well. Like, you've talked to people, right? All of us have talked to humans once or twice in our lives, and we've definitely met people who have that sense of that mania. There's an inner monologue inside them which is constantly erupting out of them. There's a boundary that they're not able to sustain between them and the surrounding world. Not a malice, sometimes even endearing, but clearly a unhingement. Communicating with this creature is like that. It's rattled. It's never entirely oriented. The main reason it submits to being ridden and being directed is because that gives it a sense of direction and focus that it itself is not capable of mustering. It's also hungry, cranky, and prone to long asides about the weather and how miserable the winter was. It's also very fussy about insisting that it is the largest of the two black stags, which is here. It is the dominant one, and you should be very aware of the fact that it is in fact the one who is in charge here. It is the primus. It is the main stag. It is its top wolf.
See, that part sounds pretty normal for stags.
It is. This is not an entirely well creature, which is clear to you. This is not an entirely natural creature. Like, you knew that, but now you can tell that that has mental impacts on it as well. This is not the product of a carefully thought through and smoothed over process. There's rough edges still. But given its modus operandi, the rough edges aren't necessarily a downside for most of the people who want one of these.
War beast.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm reading too much into it, but it doesn't seem. I don't imagine a deer particularly cares for last month as much as it cares about today. So.
true.
Referring to it as war beast, one thing I haven't looked at yet is summoning a war horse,
Mhm.
and I don't know that this is the sort of fellow that would arrive if I did. But in terms of managing a war beast, it seems like the sort of thing that I'm apparently skilled at, or at least
Yes.
trained
This-
in.
Yes, you can bring this thing to heel pretty efficiently. You are not a great leader of men. This is one of your unfortunate shortcomings, but you know your way around bullying an animal into,
Yeah.
establishing who is and who is not top dog. And eventually, once you get a firm grip on its antlers and wrestle it a bit, it accepts that you are, at least for now, top stag. It is an interesting experience riding an animal with antlers. It's both a control surface and kind of a hazard to the rider. But,
Yeah, that actually does sound like it'd be kind of convenient.
well, until it thrashes and wings.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that actually doesn't make any sense because, like, let's not go too far into it, but like they use those for stabbing. They're not like the control goes in the other direction.
Mostly for bonking. Like, anyway,
That's
congratulations, you now have one mildly psychotic horse. One mildly psychotic wolf deer, and a lead into the forest, or at least it's in here somewhere. How hard could it be to find her? She'll probably know where you are long before you get to her.
It's only like half the map. Well,
It's
I mean,
fine.
between the two,
Don't worry.
between the two
The
forests,
map's not
it's
to
half the
scale.
map.
The map's
It's
not to
fine.
scale. It's fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, good. We
Another-
don't have a map. Great. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Worst case scenario, you bumble west until you see water again, and then you're fine. It's a limit to how lost you can get.
That's true.
Okay.
have-
Speaking of lost, what are the odds of getting lost in the forest?
Probably excellent.
Locate animals in case we need it. Locate wolf. That might be helpful.
That could be good.
Okay. Okay. So, what is your plan on how to approach pursuing the wolfwoman?
I think that we will. Since it appears by the map that it's already wolf territory.
Yeah, it's
might as well just
the whole thing
get
is
in.
listed as being wolf territory, like from north
Yeah.
to south.
We might as well just get in there and try to encounter a wolf.
To some extent, she's gonna find us. Like we're gonna be bumbling through here. We're not gonna know what's going on. We're carrying dozens, if not hundreds, of pounds of meat. Like they'll find us.
Yeah.
Should we announce ourselves every hour or so?
Yeah, why not?
Just to be
It probably won't
clear
make us any more obvious.
I remember where I had the exact. I think I have the exact stats for one of those black stags in here somewhere.
If there's any kind of minor communication, let's see. Yeah, druids don't really. I guess I could I could try to speak in Druidic language as an announcement
Ooh,
and see if
sounds
that
like a good
has an
idea.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the forest thou go. Let's see. I remember what the odds of getting lost with a ranger are. So the druid should have some advantage, but not as good as that.
It was like, it wasn't, I'm trying to remember. It was, we pretty much never got lost.
It's probably
We had Algar.
Yeah, it's probably straight only in the rules for getting lost section. No information there either.
Not surprised, except 1 and 6. Not sure. I definitely know that the druid description does not have any special ability to get lost.
What this means in practice is that you're going to get lost almost immediately, but being lost is not the same as being completely helpless. You know more or less which direction you need to be going, and you simply need to make sure you're going approximately the same direction. You're just not going to be moving with precision. You set off into the woods. The terrain here is mostly flat, and the trees around you grow high and tall, blotting out the sky above, until the clouds are a mere secondary concern to the tremendous green canopy looming overhead. Walls of hedge and ivy and bush sprout up around you in every which way, and you're forced down narrow passages between them, old game trails, taken by the deer, taken by the wolves. The black stag manages it all with adroitness, traipsing through the place like it owns it, confident that it does. But maintaining your orientation becomes more difficult as time goes on. You can't easily see which way is north, which way is north, east, or south, because the foliage affects the sunlight and makes it difficult to determine which direction the shadows are falling.
Could I perhaps slither up a tree and disambiguate?
That is true. You have a flyer. That changes things significantly.
Oh.
Keith might also do, for their ability to go straight up. That would adjust you down to, let's see, now in a forest you have a 70% chance of getting lost. But in hills you have only a 20% chance. And in woodland only 30% chance. Let's go with woodland.
Very well.
And for that reason, you do not get lost. You are able to maintain your direction as you push farther south and west into the woods. Let's see, it's over here. 1, 2, 3. Based on that and your map, you think your location is approximately here.
Making great time.
Yeah.
Stag was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. 3 beautiful hexes, to which this location only approximately corresponds. But you do travel a full 3 hexes into the forest, which is pretty good.
Is it okay if I ask how big a hex is?
6 miles.
Ooh.
Yes. Just, frankly, a lot of exercise, but fortunately you're all in good shape.
Feel in good shape.
Well,
on that note, yeah, if you guys are relying on me to bring the firepower, it's questionable.
Hopefully we will be avoiding having to fire. While we're journeying, Semyon will every so often announce in Junik their presence when they seek the Lady of the Wolves audience. Sorry, the cat is very insistent on my attention right now.
Colin, you have to show us your cat.
He won't come up onto my lap. I'll try. I'll try. I'm gonna
Pick
meet
him up
just-
like a little football.
He's gonna run away as soon as I.
Well, that just solves your problem, doesn't it? Oh well.
He's a wily. Well, he's not a little guy. He's a 16-pound, almost
16 pounds of pure muscle. Anyway,
fluff. Yeah. I'll get him
Nightfall.
someday.
Night falls. You have your choice of 2 decent-looking campgrounds. One low, nestled beneath, protected and nestled by some heavy fallen rocks, or one high in a clearing at the top of a hill. Which do you prefer?
I think
So I think low
high
would,
is good.
I think low would make us harder to find. High would make it more defensible. And given that I don't trust our stealth at all, I vote high as well.
The things that can find us are things I don't think we want to find us, and I think wolves would be able to smell us out regardless.
So you think low?
Sure, the wolves. even know where we
There's
are,
more
so-
that there's other things than just the wolves and the wolf lady in these woods.
You don't think the defensibility would be a benefit, significant one?
Of being in an open area.
The further down, the less findable we are by some other things, perhaps.
All right, I changed my mind. I'm going with lie low.
But I can use, before we rest for the day, so going
Mhm.
low, I could use locate animals
Mhm.
to see if wolves are nearby.
Hmm.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, locate
Describe
animals.
the invocation of your magic.
So, Semyon will have a piece of fur in his belonging as like the reagent to the spell, and do a ritual with it, and the wolf fur will slowly dissolve into smoke as he gets a faint glow and enlightenment of where such an animal might be present.
And what's the range of the spell? How far away can you sense an animal?
Nice. Scroll down for 1 second. It'll be 90 feet, not so far.
Not bad though.
Or I suppose yards outside, depending on conversion. Within the spell's range, I perceive the correct direction as a crow flies to the nearest specimen of a type of animal named.
Where's more? I have a more.
Now do you have any special art for her?
That's fine.
I need to resist for that.
So if she could count as a wolf if she's particularly.
She might well. It's an excellent point. Taking her.
Or who counts as a wolf?
The wolf lady,
Oh.
depending on.
A false positive.
Yeah. If she's shapeshifted, if she's a shapeshifted druid, what does that count as?
Or she's like a wolf that shapeshifted into a person.
Sec.
There's some precedent for this, and not just me.
Yeah. Some Dresden files.
Oh, I meant those Jackawares.
Alright, so there's Semyon, Zoltan. And do I have a horse token? I don't. I'm going to just make a horse token for. Da-da.
feel like Bjorn from Lord of the Rings or from The Hobbit was kind of something in the middle.
A little much.
Not exactly a person, but a bear.
Pontificating while we wait. Is Anne's Redoubt still called Anne's Redoubt? Because it's my understanding that Anne has fallen out of favor. Oh,
It is, but it's a historic name. It just sticks around. People don't rename stuff too lightly, unless there's like a real historic event.
that's fair.
Alrighty. So this is the little niche protected by stones at the bottom of a big slope. Draw a real quick contour line. Do I have a good fire thing? I don't need a fire thing. The party gathers and rests. Guokmey and Gwenleder are adapting, honestly, pretty poorly to this level of forest expedition. They weren't quite aware of what they were getting into, but they seem to trust your judgment. And then, from the darkness, that night, you hear a cry of pain. A human voice crying out for help.
What direction do we hear that from?
From the east.
Channel.
It's no voice you recognize.
Does it sound like someone is lost, or does it sound like someone is in like immediate peril?
It sounds like someone is injured.
Well, Tickener can't just sit there while somebody, even if it is a trap, is calling for help.
Yeah, investigate but cautiously.
Very well.
Because I believe our paladin will do that anyway.
Yeah.
And I do have I'm carrying Pale Brand, which gives off light, so as I go into the woods, I'll draw it and use its light.
All right, you guys can move your little tokens around, right? Actually, make sure. Can you establish something like a marching order? Put this guy in the back.
Or it is. Those are all magic users. Yeah, so we'll go in the front.
Yeah. I should have asked earlier, but did we want to bring Pasling? It never came up, and I forgot to ask.
That's up to the gang.
You could also just say it's too late. We didn't say anything earlier.
It feels a little cheap to do that, but I think having another person here would be beneficial.
So how is this
fair play, Richard? Or sorry.
How is this marching order? We're all sort of spread out, so our marching order is pretty.
Got Pasling's sheet on the screen now.
I think you'll be on.
Maybe another
Stag,
21
I
hit
think
points.
Pasling is left. I think Pasling is left behind. You have to make your judgment. You're gonna have to make your judgment of how to respond to that with the absence of her muscle.
Very well.
Are you able to move your token, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm just not sure which way is forward, which way we're going. We're just all sort of moving around randomly.
Yeah, so
probably
we'd be going that direction.
Yeah. I'll be walking next to the black stag.
Okay.
And this will be Semyon, the stag, and Tickener will be our front rank, with Moore and the two other magi behind us, and Zolatan, hopefully, somewhat behind us too, I think.
Alrighty. Actually, I just realized something important. I never actually gave you an answer as to how many wolves you detected with that wolf detection spell, did I? You detected 3 wolves. You're being watched. They are apparently trying to decide. They're holding back on contacting you just yet, and you're not sure why.
I think we still explore this, especially because Tickener wants to. But yeah, very cautiously.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the possibility of a trap. Presupposing it is a trap, or that you fear it is a trap, what precautions are you taking against that against that possibility?
Semyon will be on the lookout for plants that don't seem natural. Anything indicating either unnatural, well, that's his ability right now, I think. Unnatural plant growth, some sort of other evidence of a place where animals just avoid. Be what he's looking out for.
I understand.
To confirm, is this a different day than the day that we were traveling on the boat?
It is. Yes, you had to stay one night at the trading post
Okay.
to recover because you arrived there at night. Then you left in the morning. I apologize for getting fuzzy about the timing there.
You're good.
I do
Or
Thank
we'll
you.
cast.
I do a little black stag token.
Yes, I am making the appropriate adjustments.
More will cast ESP as a range of 90 feet.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Actually, and I have detect traps and snares. I wonder if I can use that.
I think Zolatin has one less spell slot than usual.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That might be more, but yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I'll do this too. Detect snares and pits. Druid first level spell. 30 feet lasts an hour and a half.
Nice.
Okay.
And that
Magic
Okay.
everywhere.
super
Okay.
cautious. Which is
Cool
what
and
it is.
good. What's the range in your ESP?
90 feet.
All right.
60 feet according to what's in the
Is it?
sidebar here.
Then
Yeah.
I'm incorrect then.
Did we
Yeah,
find
whatever
it?
the sidebar says.
Did we find
Sorry,
an
I should've-
inconsistency? No, it's just
60
there are
feet's not a lot.
inconsistencies in this rulebook.
Oh.
It's not bad, especially when you're worried about walking into an
Yes.
ambush.
Yeah, it's 60 feet. You're correct.
All right, cool and good. Either way. Boop. So, the gang advances with
That's
more
Zoltan for-
radiating her aura.
there you go.
And at a range of 60 feet, you sense treachery, to the surprise of probably no one. A moment. Ahead of you, there is a presence in the darkness, contemplating malintent. With its voice, it cries out its inner monologue and outer monologue are in different voices. In its voice, it cries out in its outer voice, it is crying out in pain and begging for help. But its inner monologue is just the sound of two teeth grinding against each other, and tongue rolling across them.
Shall we announce ourselves as we approach?
Not yet, because to your north,
yeah.
there is a similar voice, waiting and lurking in darkness,
Oh.
hoping to ambush. And then, more complex still, to your south, there are a pair of wolves, which are lurking in consideration.
Alright, this is a complex ambush.
We are circled. She whispers. They are around us, multiple thinking beings. Shall we announce ourselves?
Yeah,
Let
I
me know.
don't think that staying hidden is an option.
Yeah.
Like we're very
Well,
obviously found out.
Yes, but there was a truce made with the wolves of the pine, or the hounds of the pine.
Simeon will then announce he comes from a group who made a truce with the wolf lady. He announces in Junic. Hopefully that's something
Alright.
she or someone doesn't communicate with. But they have previous rapport with the wolf lady,
Yeah.
and bring also offerings and seek her advice.
All right. The die is cast. One and 6. The shape, the thinking creature to your west springs into motion.
West?
Sorry, to your east springs into motion, while the one at the north hesitates. A shape lunges out of the dark at you, enormous, as large as your horse,
Oh, whoa.
or as your black
Wow.
stag. The one to the north seems to be given pause. From the south, wolves leap from the darkness into within range of your torch and begin to move to intercept the enormous, ungainly, and unnatural creature loping out of the darkness, still crying out in pain in a human voice.
Oh, no.
Now you said the wolves are intercepting it?
Yes, they don't appear to be. Their attention appears to be on it, not you.
The being to the north was also thinking treachery.
Mm-hmm. But it appears to be given pause and confusion by your having seen through its ambush so effortlessly.
I'm gonna... The creature to the north, do we know anything about it at all other than its treacherous nature?
No.
Likely similar. It's likely with this other one. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
I think jumping in to help
we-
the wolves makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you have party type music, turn it on.
Alright, I'm gonna
And then,
cast
Party of the
Phantasmal
Caller?
Force.
yes, first, if you wish to cast a spell this turn, tell me what it is. Gwalkmay and Gwenladir begin casting. If you...
Does not.
Okay.
As previously mentioned, Phantasmal Force.
All right.
Moore's going to use her one magic missile.
All right. Roll initiative.
1 second.
On you, caller. Because I don't have a video background for actual nighttime. I'm just gonna pretend.
Okay. The enemy moves first. It lunges into battle. Let's see who it targets initially. I'm going to pick randomly from 1 to top. Zolo is 1, Simeon is 2, Black Stag is 3, Tickener is 4. It targets Simeon. It moves into battle. Simeon, you are in mortal danger. This creature is enormous, and its teeth are like a pair of twin shears, clearly designed to snap limb right off. The Black Stag sees this thing entering its territory and goes psychotic.
I'll make way for the
Badger
stag if it
club
wants to
thing.
take a shot.
All right. It is now your turn to move. After you guys move, your allies will move.
Is the stag something that Semyon would be able to make way for?
So,
Like,
so you just
how-
moved me.
how-
Does that mean that I'm not in melee?
I think you guys are linked somehow. I didn't move you. Tickner, whenever you move your token.
Oh, geez, I've got 2 of you marked.
Well, that'd do
How
it.
do
Yeah.
how does that
Escape.
happen?
You can just click away from them, click and drag anywhere that isn't them, hit escape a couple times. This is one of the pain points in Foundry's UI. It's hard to tell when you've got something selected.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's keeping us both. I've right-clicked.
Hit escape a couple times. That usually does it.
Yeah, I did that. I can reload the app. Well, let me reload.
And if you reload the app, it'll definitely work.
No,
Right.
it didn't actually.
Really? Try move your guy?
Select a different token. And
Okay,
then,
you're
Oh,
like,
nope,
highlight
now
the
it's...
token.
Now
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay, excellent. So, Semyon, I get the impression you're trying to break contact with the Lucrata.
If it's close
That
enough
was a
to
Nakarata.
strike at me,
Mhm. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will not. I will. What will I do? Yeah, I will. I will wait. I mean, I will be attacking, but if I will be hoping that the black stag kind of grabs its attention by being so threatening, and maybe that will give me an opportunity later.
Yes, do me a
But
favor and find a picture of a stag making an insane noise. It'll be handy in a moment.
A picture of a stag making a noise?
Sorry, a video of a stag making an insane noise. I know they make some really good ones. Tickner, you're moving to flank it?
Yep.
Just do the cleric beast.
Yeah, that's good. Cleric beast noises. All right. So everyone is where they want to be, approximately? All right. At this point, the wolves come in. They sweep out of the darkness and begin nipping at the creature's heels from behind, distracting it, and preparing to attack, to outflank it.
Yeah, let me just play it for the video if you want.
I'll just want to see it later. Thank you. Gualkme and Gwynladir hold their position and begin casting. Each of them are casting nervous gazes north. That's the end of the movement phase. At the attack phase, the Nakarata is going to take a shot. Let's see. It's going to go for Semyon probably. But there's like a 1 in 4 chance it'll get drawn off by the Black Stag or Sultan. So I'm going to roll a 1d4 where you can see. On a 1, you're in the clear. You are not. It's going to take a chomp at you.
Will be 13 armor class.
It just barely hits. Oh man.
Let's go leave a mark.
It may well. But remember, death is transient.
Maybe.
Ooh.
Survive, but with 4 hit points left.
Oh. 3d6, oh man.
It grips Semyon in its jaws. His armor just barely protects him from having one of his limbs severed as he's thrashed about in its grip. But as the creature focuses its attention on Semyon, your allies move in to have a chance to reprise. I'm going to go from top to bottom, and everyone in melee with the Nakarata for... I'm just going to pick people more or less at random. First, Tickener. Roll to attack the thing from... Roll to attack.
What is the flanking bonus?
Plus 2 for being... I think it's plus 2 for an attack from behind, so I'm going to give you a plus 1.
Okay, and then I'm also plus 1 for the magic sword.
Yes.
Nope.
Alright.
That did not hit, I'm pretty sure.
Sadly not. In the darkness and the thrashing light, it's hard to get a grip. Zolatan, you take a shot.
I take a shot? I'm hit?
Attack it. Wait, are you casting? No, you're
spell.
casting a spell.
Yes.
What am I talking about? Semyon, take your shot.
The spear is what I had out. Ooh.
Okay,
that's a
Thank
hit.
you.
Alright, you gouge it soundly,
For
but it's tremendous.
Yeah.
Alright. The Black Stag has 3 hit dice and attacks 3 times. 2 hooves and 1 bite.
Oof.
So, as it is currently your steed, feel free to roll on its behalf.
Is there any bonuses to its attack that I should calculate in?
Total of plus 5, thanks to the assistance
Oh.
of the wolves.
All right, not that one.
Nor that
oh,
one.
jeez. There we go.
That last one, though.
that's fine.
And the damage was...
For the hoof, 1d3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every little bit counts.
Yes, it does. Alright. The wolves unleash their attacks. Hitting it once for 3 points of damage. Spells go off. First, more.
More casts magic missile. She is a level 4 caster, so she has 2 bolts.
No.
No?
Only. There's this jump straight from 1 to 3. I don't know why.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Yep, I see it. Okay. So, all right, 1 bolt. And that's going to be a D4 plus 1. So 3 damage.
Describe Moore's bolts.
So Moore's as she starts casting, she seems almost tranquil. Focus on the repetition, the practice, rather than anything that's going on around her. As she casts, it seems almost like some like a sliver of spirit or something not wholly physical, slides away from her hand in a almost serpentine course before passing through the skin of the whatever creature, the creature she struck,
Nakarata.
causing bruising underneath.
Yes. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I imagine it slithering into the wound that Semyon's spear made, and then a gout of blood erupting from the wound in excess.
Almost.
All right. Sec. Checking something important.
Don't get
All right.
complacent about the thing at the north from the north we saw or heard
Yes.
or sensed.
Gualkmay casts the spell of shield. A shimmering, faint light surrounds him like a halo, like a gold leaf halo from one of the holy books. Gwenladir, by contrast, releases a small hummingbird from her palm, which dives straight for the Nakarata with malicious intent. Alas, it's not a very effective attack. But all of these tiny cuts are adding up. And that is the round.
Do I get to cast my spell?
Yes, you do. Thank you for reminding me. What is your spell?
A dragon
is-
appears. It does a low pass. It's not going to be incredibly convincing, but in the darkness, it doesn't have to be, hopefully. So it's going to soar overhead, and once we have presumably established that we have magical creatures between the stag and me, hopefully it'll sell the illusion. If not to spook the Nakarata, then to spook the creatures of the north.
Let's see how that goes. Well, we'll see what the result of that is next turn.
All right.
All right. Beginning of round 2. Spell declarations.
I am in melee. I'm just going to attack it.
All right. Colin.
Semyon is attacking. Then
All
I'll
right.
just attack.
Is anyone going to do anything to try and pull its aggro away from Semyon?
Well, I'm attacking it.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Realistically, I don't know.
Moore's not casting a spell.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if the black stag isn't drawing its aggro, I don't know what I could possibly do.
And 3 wolves nipping at it from behind, and the guy with the flaming sword waving it at him.
Yeah,
The flaming sword will definitely work to draw his attention if he wants to try and pull that.
Yeah, the whole trouble with aggro is that I figure it went after Semyon not because he's the most aggro, but because he looked weaker. So nothing that we can do is gonna do that unless I try to look very injured all of a sudden. I mean, I already look like crap. I don't know how to do it better.
See what its morale holds. It's in a pretty bad position. And also there's a dragon, apparently.
Absolutely.
Alright, I know what it's going to do. Everyone's got their spells picked? Everyone who's casting spells has their spells declared? Okay.
So,
Rolling initiative. Alright. Movement round 1. Gwenladir, having cast her spell, moves to try and put the black stag between her and this gigantic thing. Gualkmay is casting a spell. Nakarata is engaged in melee and has no intentions of stopping. All right.
Simeon will do his best bracing of his shield and spear and put on a final
right.
stand.
Alrighty.
Any ability he has to use his spear to ward it off, he'll try, but obviously it's probably not going to do much.
No, if you want to focus your turn on breaking contact rather than attacking it, you can do that.
How does I'm not sure how that works in the system.
You pretty much just tell me you're doing it. It's not really a system thing. It's just me being creative.
Okay.
But if you want to focus on trying to just break contact with it and get it to prioritize someone else, you can do that.
I think that's reasonable.
I will do that.
I will not call you a coward.
Should I move at all, like a space back, as if I'm doing a, what do you call it,
a fighting retreat?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll just nudge you back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll make
The
myself
Nakarata obviously
shield-
is in no position to move. Nothing
shielded
comes
and
from the north
protected.
either.
Mm-hmm.
Does Moore still detect the thing there? She still senses its thoughts?
Yes, though its thoughts are currently a confusion of alarm.
As long as it's not brave enough to attack, then we can worry about it later.
Okay, so that's that. Attack phase. Random targets. Black Stag gets 3 shares. Tickener, Zolatan, and the Wolves each get 1 share. So I'm going to roll 1d6. On a 1 through 3, it's the Black Stag. On a 4, it's Zolatan. 5, it's Tickener. And 6, it's a Wolf. It goes after the Black Stag.
No, my down payment.
Ouch.
Oof.
It clamps its teeth around the Black Stag's throat, rashes its head, whips the stag to the ground, and pulls its head off.
Damn, I just got finished drawing it.
Oh no.
Ugh.
The stag's carcass thrashes a few moments, but the Nakarata holds still. Then, by shock, it kicks out with the hind leg at one of the wolves. And misses completely. I love this illustration for the Black Stag, by the way. That was fantastic.
Oh, I just finished another one. I thought it was going to be really cool.
Oh, don't worry. There will be more of these.
I'm just gonna go ahead and post that.
You should. I want to see it. Ooh. All right. Melee time.
For range, Moore is going to throw darts, or she can't throw safely. She can't throw them safely at this, can she?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, so never mind.
She could run in there and stab it with a knife.
It's good.
Okay. Tickener, stab it with your gigantic flaming sword.
I will do just that. And I
You
did
do?
just that.
Ooh.
All right. Give me the
So
1d6.
this is actually...
It's a magical weapon. So you get 1d6 bonus fire damage, +1 for the, and then the actual weapon damage, +1 for the bonus to hit.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 for the longsword, d6 for the flaming, and +1 for being magic.
Mm-hmm.
8.
All right. Blood sprays and the place smells of burning meat.
In your face, fell beast.
Zolatan, go for the chomp. Or the
All right.
grapple, as your
I will-
case, as you prefer.
I will try to do the poison. I'll leap on in. And my attack bonus is down to this. Let's see how it goes. Nope.
Alas. You lunge in to go for a bite, but your teeth close around a bit of tough hide, and its thrashing makes it impossible to get all the way in. The wolves sense weakness in this creature and attempt to lunge in to finish it off.
Hope it works. I don't think we can take another hit.
Ooh,
That's one hit.
that's one hit. Still just barely alive.
Oh.
Hope you guys win initiative next turn.
Me too.
Does the fighting retreat get any attack, or is that...
No, only if
Okay.
it pursues you.
Gotcha.
You can, however, lunge back in this turn.
I don't suppose you have any ranged attacks.
Throwing the spear.
Well, let's just hope that we got... Let's just hope that we win initiative.
Wait, hang on a second. You have a spear. You can attack from the back rank from behind Zolatan.
Really?
That's what I was thinking. Does it consume my action to have done the fighting retreat, or no? But yeah, if I can
No,
do
it did last turn. Doesn't this turn?
Wait.
No,
Okay.
last turn was the turn he retreated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So we're at a new round.
Yes, we're starting round 3.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
But then he can only do that if we win initiative. Rather.
Yes, that is the concern.
Well, he could do that either way, but one of us might get downed. Well, let's see. Here we go. Simply don't roll low.
Hit a
Simply
wolf.
roll high.
Hit a wolf. I mean, oh no, the poor wolves. Oh!
Hey!
You guys go first.
All right.
My goodness.
I assume everyone's approximately where they want to be.
Looks like we're good. Yeah.
All right. On the movement phase.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
You sense Moore senses the creature to the north, sprinting away,
Good.
blipping out, escaping the reach of her perceptions.
You're welcome.
All right.
She cries out, "It's alone!"
I want to clarify. The entire time this fight has been going on, this thing has been crying out in pain in the voice of a human child. Just, so you know.
What,
Like, not in a way which is connected to you injuring it. It just keeps making this noise.
when you mentioned that it was making
Horrifying.
a screwed up... When you mentioned that it was like making a false cry, I thought, oh, this could be any sort of... of trick. But when you mentioned that it continued doing it as it pursued us, I thought this is a Nakarata.
Yeah. We've only got so many tricks to lie on, and alas, you've seen some of them before. But anyway, it's your turn to beat this thing to death, and God knows it deserves it.
I say we give Tickener the first.
Bear from Annihilation.
Okay.
Ass.
Get it?
Oh,
Oh,
Alas. Tickner goes in for another swap, but he has to pull back a second to avoid getting his head kicked in by one of these things' thrashing hooves.
Okay.
Alright,
Try again.
Zolo.
here goes. Does a 13 hit?
No, it's AC's 15.
We'll try the spear.
Hey!
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey, max
Hey.
Yes.
You did it!
Okay.
Look it out in the eye. Bam.
The wolves tear into it and begin ripping it to chunks.
I don't think that's good for you, but okay.
Don't worry,
I'm not your
they're
mom.
not swallowing.
Speaking of your mom, we were hoping that you... Okay, I see you're busy.
Okay. Guacame lays his hand upon the black stag's shoulder, looking at it in mournfulness. What a horrible creature it was, he says sadly. And somehow you suspect he means it as a compliment.
Does anything happen to it in death?
Like aside from its head being pulled off?
Yes.
No, it does. It doesn't turn into ash except for its heart. I know that's what you were hoping for, but
I wanted to know if it turns back into a
or
person.
Anything. Yeah.
no, it does not turn back into a person. That's the good news. It just stays there being very dead. I think the head's teeth might still be clamped around the Nakarata.
Good.
Just like
Right.
attached to some scruff of loose hide.
I mean, we can still save it and present it to the wolf lady for out of interest.
That's one way to get a bunch of fresh meat in here.
Hey. I guess that works.
It's expensive, but
It was so expensive. Oh.
This is why they make you pay up front, chat.
So was this yeah? Did this end up being my money that we're not getting back?
we'll
Yeah,
somebody will
probably.
split,
All right,
split the
screw it.
cost.
Send him an invoice.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay. The wolves tear the Nakarata apart, but leave its corpse. But do not eat it. They leave the corpse to rot. They approach Semyon, sniff at his wounds, and then lick at his injuries sympathetically.
Semyon will appreciatively allow them to do so, and whisper to them in Drunic in case they happen to understand. Thank you.
Okay. Following this.
Now, at first level, my go ahead.
Sorry. Oh yeah, you can lay on hands.
I can. It's only 2 hit points, but I can do it.
It's still
and
better.
Also that'll cure disease if it happened to have any.
I think it has to be one or the other, but
oh yeah, you're right.
Still pretty cool though. Let's be honest. The wolves, the wolves are offering moral support. You're offering material support. That counts for something.
So that puts me up to 6. Thank you very much.
All right. Semyon's wounds knit and cease to bleed, though they still ache. The wolves step away from the Nakarata and begin trotting off into the dark, but pause at the edge of your torchlight and look back at you expectantly.
Semyon signals to the others. It seems like we should follow.
Yes. More retrieves a knife and slowly, so as to not alert the wolves, moves over to cut the throat out of the creature to perhaps use that in a spell.
That's dire. I love it.
It's grisly. Makes
also,
sense, though. Dark magic.
Those antlers would probably be really dope if someone wore them.
They're pretty dope. The wolves lead you deeper into the woods. As they go, more join them, till you are practically surrounded by a small honor guard of wolves. Though whether they are here to honor you or keep an eye on you is unclear. They herd you to a grove. Within that grove is an old woman. Not terrifically old. She's weathered. In the sense of that, she could be a very hard-living 30-year-old or an exceptionally well-preserved 60-year-old. She wears nothing but a wolf hide. And from the looks of the hide, it's clear it's from an animal which died of natural causes, as it's ragged and I'm trying to think how it's the sort of wolf hide that it's lost some fur. This wolf was in bad shape when it went. She gives she gives Semyon a respectful nod and beckons him closer.
Yeah, Semyon will move forward, and whichever sorts of greetings the druids of Barco may have, he will greet her in that manner.
She nods silently, lays her palm along one of your wounds, and helps to restore it, recovering 1d6 plus 1 points of damage.
Let's roll it.
Go ahead and do that.
Semyon will thank her.
She nods, looks to the rest of you. What brings you here? My friends tell me that you helped them remove something unnatural from this forest, but that you brought something unnatural here as well.
Yes, there's a few things that we come to seek your wisdom about. But let's start with that first creature. It seems to be some sort of beast from the south. We're not entirely sure what it is, but when I communicated with it, it seemed not necessarily baleful, but very strange. It was hard to tell whether it was something harmful to the forest or something just different.
It's not part of the natural order. It's not supposed to be here. This place is... this world. There are many things here which were never meant to come, that do not belong here. This place is poisoned. I do my best. But I'm but one woman. It's good that it's dead. I don't want it in my forest. Don't bring another.
We shall not.
The creature which you helped dispatch, I think, is of its ilk. A thing from not of this world. But from its shadow. The dark places of the forest. The unnatural.
You did sense a second one of those, which presumably you're aware of as well.
Its end will come. My wolves hunt it.
Are we confident it's the same sort of creature, the second one?
Yes. They were a mated pair.
Oh.
Now, at least, we can be confident that they will not propagate.
Natural in one regard, then.
And on to our second task. Semyon will introduce the two magi whom we have brought down. These folk are from, I believe you said Wales? Or Welsh. And they seem to have run afoul of the Fae in their realm, and have pilgrimaged to us to seek aid in regaining the favor of those Fae, hoping they were told perhaps that there was a more overarching group here who could assist them. So we've come to seek your aid in case you have any knowledge of these matters.
I know there is a fairy court far to the east. They have sent emissaries, but they are also from outside the world, and I have little truck with them, though they are not so corrosive as the things which we've been hunting here. I can give you my word of endorsement if I can speak with them for a time.
If we are favorable to that.
She shoos the rest of you away and spends a period of discussion with Gwalkmay and Gwenladir, who, as two petitioners, they fall to their knees and make appropriate supplications and pleas as petitioners bowing before a king or queen, which is a strange sight to see, given that the woman to whom they are beseeching themselves is a ragged crone draped in a ragged wolf skin, sitting upon a stone, and they appear, well, of higher circumstance. But in the end, she taps them each on the shoulder, and they put their heads to the earth in gratitude, and then step away again, leaving the way open for you.
I hope you were able to assist them to some degree in their task.
I will send word.
I believe our last endeavor, I seek, especially considering, well, first of all, I wanted to meet you in person and see what the situation is in this forest. And considering what I have discovered, I cannot speak on behalf of the other druids of Barcombe, and there are many who are more senior than I, but I would certainly be interested in assisting in whatever manner I can in the restoration of this forest. And I believe that will be something Barcombe would hopefully be interested in as well.
I will consider this. The wolves and men cannot coexist. For a wolf to sit with men, it must become as a dog. And the fear of all wolves is becoming as a dog. I can only coexist with them because I am no longer a man. Instead, something different. The people of our order exist and draw power from the boundary between this world and different worlds. And we understand the importance of keeping that boundary strong. Everything has a proper context, everything has a proper order. Men cannot stand alongside wolves, nor wolves alongside men. I cannot enter into alliance with the druids of Barcombe, but I will, as a friend and a neighbor, bear this in mind, that you wish to respect my territory, and we respect yours, that we may exist in peace alone.
Sounds like the best way moving forward to me.
There's wisdom in you, Simeon. I see a potential for a very bright future for you. But you're still too much a man. In the end, someday, I think, perhaps, you will learn to become more than that. To step out of the coat which has been put upon you as you were born to mankind. See what you are beneath. And you, her attention turns to Tickener. You are truly a man. Within you the light blooms. The light of men. I don't know what to think
As
of
he
you.
swells with pride a little bit.
And her lips sort of quirks. You know, that he doesn't say not a compliment, but you kind of get the vibe. My wolves will accept. And she looks to the enormous pile of meat you guys are carrying, and just sort of looks at it, looks at the wolves, makes a sort of gesture.
Well, I believe we offer.
She nods.
This is yours to take.
Thank you. And what favor did you wish to ask for me in exchange for this gift?
I believe we have also these quills we found.
Well, before the quills, Zoltan.
I don't need her approval, but hello.
Hello. You are not a creature of these isles.
No.
Where are you from?
I'm from far, far to the west, where the sun is bright and not always clouded by fog and undead that seems to haunt every corner of this godforsaken isle.
They are a problem.
You're not seeing me at my best. I was hurt earlier. I'm traveling south. Thought I would help my friends. Need a little muscle. Has proved necessary.
I'm afraid it is not my. I'm afraid I cannot restore what the darkness has taken from you. For that, you will need the magic of the light.
This is what I assumed. Thank you for at least considering it.
If it kills you, I could bring you back.
But only as I am now, I take it.
No, it's quite very much not. It's something else entirely. Life is transformation, and life and death all the more.
Zolatan's mask of frustration kind of softens at that and gives way to pure confusion. But in a way that he considers very deeply, not in a dismissive way. I don't suppose you could tell me more.
The power of the light is to overcome death. And the power of the natural world, of this world before the light, is to transcend death. In short, all things which die are transformed by death, until the things that they gave into the world through that death come back in a new form. I can shorten that process. My wolves have sometimes fallen in battle, and they have returned to the world as they would have otherwise, but more quickly.
Well, if it's a matter of patience, I know I can be patient.
I know you can.
I will consider your offer, but I'm not leaning towards it.
I wouldn't advise it. It doesn't seem in accordance with your way.
And then we have an understanding.
Okay. You came a long way just to do me a favor and deliver some meat. What else did you need?
Boar has like the bundle of quills. She kind of offers forward.
It's just another favor.
These we encountered in the world of the Fae. A curious creature, much like a.
That's not a place for men. You shouldn't go there.
It was. One might call it an unintentional journey, but I think that our curiosity might have gotten the better of us. Curiosity is such a driving thing in many people, myself included.
That place has a poison in it. Don't go. If you must go there, go shallowly.
These came from a creature quilled, but made of bush. But we salvaged these and thought of you and your way with nature, and these things, odd but different connection to nature in that way. There are many dangers around, strange frog creatures that haunt dreams and cause change and things, and great demons about. And we seek arms to defend against their push and to press back. Are these things that that would be within your power to create?
Yes, I'll give this thought. Something useful can be done of this. I have many labors, but winter is over. And these are fascinating materials. Return in a few. I'll send word.
Simeon asks, are you aware of a deep cave with a waterfall pouring into it, just somewhat to the east of this forest?
Yes.
In this cave, we encountered a kind of grotto with a tomb, like an ice tomb, with yeti beasts in it. And then under this tomb was a spring with kind of unnatural fruit that I was able to identify as not correctly growing here. Are you aware of any such location around this
Was the place marked by iron?
Yes. Kind of almost ornamental iron, I believe, that some of the yeti were flaking off and gathering.
That place has been... I believe that place has been tainted by the otherworld. The poison from the otherworld may yet linger there. You should... I would destroy it if you could. If you wish to know more, I cannot be the one to tell you, for I have told you all I know. I have been given warnings by others. They tell me that to know the poison is to be consumed by it.
Is that something that can be destroyed through fire, or...
There are precious few things fire cannot destroy.
Physically.
All right.
Alton's kind of looking back and kind of mouthing, the tomatoes? Quick to separate natural from unnatural. Nature's
the tomatoes
big.
the tomatoes are probably... Anyway. She will
Those would
assist
have
you.
originally.
I'm not always trying to completely undermine the gravitas. It's bigger.
But
than
no, now's a great time for it. Okay, write this down. She takes the pollards, the quills from the hedgehog, and she says she will make something of them and send word in some fashion when she has something. Write that down in the other world so I don't forget.
I will.
Okay.
And we do not ask this freely, though I assure you that the goal is honorable and to combat things of other and worse. We do not expect this done for free. What price do you name for such a task?
If I am not mistaken, at the bottom of that ravine of which you speak, there will be a sliver of poison from the other world, the world of the gardens. Find it, destroy it.
The bottom of the gardens. Have we already destroyed it? No, probably not.
No, we kind of went around the garden. We didn't go through it.
No, though we did encounter that tomb, that elvish tomb.
Just let me further
Yeah.
describe the room. It was a room with the ornamental iron with this plant growing through it. There was a hot spring, and it had a doorway. Perhaps the doorway is the sliver of poison, or the spring itself. Do you know the nature of it?
I do not know. These things are beyond my ken. Some might say that I am a scholar of this world. But I am not someone. I do not study. I did not open books. I know of this world because this world speaks through me. Because I have submitted myself to this world completely. And these things, they are not of this world. I have no power over them, and no knowledge of them. All I know is what has been told to me by others.
We will seek this poison and uproot it and destroy it.
I know you will. Go with the trees, Simeon. The green fire is within you.
Simeon bows deeply because she is clearly perhaps not a druid anymore, but a powerful figure in that realm. What she's
You know that
about.
eventually druids leave the organization one way or the other. They graduate out. But from what you've heard of her reputation, she wasn't always this powerful. In fact, when she became known to the wolves, her only power of note was to speak to them. Whatever process by which she became what she is now is stranger and perhaps faster, and both faster and more destructive to the person than the normal process of accumulating druidic lore. The true story may never be known. The Tao that can be spoken is not the true Tao.
Everyone is thinking of it. No one will say it.
Go on. I'm super curious.
No.
Okay, no, that's fine. Chat, it's not fine. I really want to know. All right.
What phase is the moon?
I don't even know.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. That is possible. Anyway, so you have acquired, in addition to the black stag antlers and the black stag larynx. Sorry, in addition to the black stag antlers and the Lacritae larynx. I think if she would give you any gifts.
Yeah, those weren't gifts. We got those.
Yeah. I know.
Presuming she wants the rest of the animal removed from
Mhm.
her forest, I'm
No,
guessing.
she's on top of that. I feel
Okay.
like is she hospitable enough to offer gifts to you? And I think yeah, she is. She is going to grant you as a parting gift a perfect apple, and she offers it to Semyon, and says, "In your time of need, when death seems close, this will give you life again." She hands it over, and
Hopefully makes sense.
okay, that is a potion of healing with a fancy decal on it. Okay. As a prize for all of this nonsense. Okay, back to the sketch pad.
Looking at the seeds.
See, this guy's thinking. Okay. Are you guys going to depart? What is your plan from this point?
Zolatin is not going back north. This was just on his way. He is gonna be on his own south, but he certainly hopes that the rest of you are able to return safely, and he has a special message of parting to Tickner. Though I don't know if we're departing just yet, but he just wants Tickner to know that I consider this debt valid, and I expect repayment when I return.
Oh, you mean
The money that I
That's
spotted
me.
him for the Black Stag.
Oh,
well, Semyon will cover some of that for sure. So because that was a group effort.
a paladin always repays his debts.
Oh, good.
Really, truly.
I mean, after tithing, but yeah.
Zolo, you want to? I can't remember what. I know I suggested the possibility that you play one of the wolves while Zolo is away, but I don't know how you felt about that.
Well, we only got like 30 minutes left. That's not really enough time to introduce a new character. But, would she like task a wolf to this? Would that be part of her reward? Because I don't know, maybe.
I think it would just be one of the wolves be curious.
Well,
It wants
Like-
to be dog.
Yeah.
all right.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't have. Well, I don't have. That's a really good point. Yeah, heard about that and just like, dang, I don't know. Being a dog, that sounds pretty nice, actually.
Humans have a lot of meat. Like, we
Clearly.
just brought all this.
Have you seen all this?
Hmm.
So I do not actually have that paper doll ready though.
That's okay.
So
It's
I
a
will just
lot
gonna
to
be
ask of a man.
floating around.
Okay.
Actually, are we moving north just now, or is there anything else you wanted to do while you were here? Because it's not easy to come here. Like, I've been here for 35 plus sessions, and this is the first time I've seen this area. So perhaps consider very carefully before you do return north.
Yeah, we always go around.
Yeah.
But
I feel
what
like as
can
soon as we
we
come
do?
back, we'll just be like, oh yeah, she owes us this.
Well, she's not writing anything down. What about her gives you the impression she keeps notes? Oh yeah, I'll just write things down with this. She reaches under her wolf thing, pulls out a notepad and a ballpoint pen.
a spiral notebook.
Yeah.
Or well,
Or
okay,
use
okay.
gold
First
wire.
on the wolf lady. No, I'm kidding.
I need you to go to the store and get me more stationery. This is the pact between wolves and men.
Okay. Sorry that I
can't-
led to that. Yes. Anyway, well,
There's nothing else I can think of off the top of my head.
I think it might make at least sense to camp here to get a good start tomorrow and not start bumbling north through the darkness.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. So
Since
we
we
do
do
that.
have a wolf, we presumably have directions out.
Mhm.
So
And if
we're
Zola
pretty
wishes, one of the wolves can just follow you.
Okay, sure.
Okay. An exceptionally large wolf just sort of comes along with the party, trotting alongside.
Perhaps following it at a distance for now, getting more and more brave over time.
Yes. He's an exceptionally large wolf with exceptionally bright eyes. And then So you depart. You spent a day going to the trade post. You camped there a night. You spent another day going south. You camped there the night. Spent another day going north, back to the trade post. No, it'll take you 2 days to go north, because this time you don't have the black stag.
Oh. Yep.
Right.
So, for what it's worth, Zolotin does, after his sort of half-joking but also entirely serious parting ways, he does like tell them he's gonna miss them and wishes everyone luck and hopes that he can make a prompt return. And if you don't see him again, it's been real. It's been great. And
We have a spell.
light be with you
We have a
forever.
spell for that too.
Wait, what?
We have a spell for that if you don't return too, right?
You?
Wait,
Druid
which one are we
spell.
talking about?
Wolf Lady spell.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta get my corpse for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
This is all that's left of him in this little box.
I mean, maybe it counts. And with that, he kind of departs. Just kind of spirals up a tree and just kind of corkscrews awkwardly away.
A big bird swoops down and eats him.
Another rocket, no!
Zolotin died on the way to his home planet.
No, you're good. You're safe. But yeah, on the way back, you acquire a large wolfish companion. For 3 days after you depart the trading post, you return.
I mean,
And-
he'll cast Cure Light Wounds on himself along the way, so that
Yes, you guys are patched up,
he's better off.
and the merchant is still there, apparently doing a brisk business with the locals. It's his face. Brannock Sindel and his bodyguard wave merrily as you approach. They appear to have been doing good business. One of the proprietors of one of the two proprietors and traders of the trading post pauses, looks at you over the edge of his mask, and notes, I see that, I see no stag. Did something happen? Where is my property?
Yes, unfortunately.
You have your
you're-
property.
Yeah, we'll have to confirm the full trade, and we will be keeping those. 250 gold.
Unfortunate. Come. Allow me to ease your pains. Come inside and I'll pour you a cup of tea and we can discuss your adventures. You can tell me by what misfortune our dear charger met an untimely fate. And I no doubt by the morning after, you are ready to return home on the Myrmidon.
Zenade will mention to them, by the way, that you don't want to bring them into that forest. They are not welcome.
I will make a note of this. And I'll
But
warn
that
the next.
it died protecting all of us, and
It did.
It's clear he doesn't believe you. He thinks you're lying. He knows what his animals were like.
no,
It might not have thought it was protecting us, but it did.
Oh, as long as I'll believe it if it wasn't on purpose. Speaking of large psychotic stag monsters, one of them is being dragged on board the Myrmidon, spitting and thrashing the whole way by Brannock and his bodyguard. Apparently fated to join some distant menagerie somewhere. Its muzzle is solid iron and working hard regardless.
Mm.
And the trip north is blessedly... Actually, no, wait. The trip north might be exciting. Let me roll the random encounter check. The trip north is disappointingly unexciting.
Dang, no more fish.
You are not assailed by a big giant fish.
I mean, for what it's worth, the last, like, one fish got blasted by lightning from Magnus, who's not here, and the other one got chomped by a lucky roll from Zolotin's poison, and he's not here. So maybe it's for the best there's not another big fish.
Gigantic fish are notoriously difficult to cope with. If you don't have artillery. Anyway, the party does not have to resort to artillery strikes. They return to Kaydens Rest by the evening, and the adventure is regarded as largely a success. At the time they return, the remaining merchants have come to whatever agreement they will come to with Kalok regarding his attempt to recruit their soldiers. And we'll see how long they remain in town regardless. For the time being, the night's adventure is complete.
Okay.
It's sooner than usual, but
Yeah, it was a little unusual that we end early, but it makes more sense than trying to kind of drag it out.
sadly so. But do not worry, you will get full experience points regardless, and perhaps something extra for dealing with my bullshit.
Ooh.
Well, thanks everyone.
Likewise. It's always a pleasure to run for you guys. You guys are not always but always a highlight of my week. And I like you guys.
Yeah.
And
Of all
I
the
like
things,
You're one of them, yeah. No, you
That's
guys are the highlight. This game's one of the top 3 highlights of my week. I love running it. I love being part of this gigantic perpetual stew,
Yeah.
and I love
That
welcoming
is
new
true.
people into it.
And I hope it's okay that I'm always there being sort of like an irreverent snark, and I was so relieved when I looked up like the original old write up of Coatl, and turns out that they're described as having neutral inclinations, like they're aligned with the forces of law, but they're just kind of dudes, I guess. Like people keep mistaking them for being divinity, but they're not really.
No.
They're just
Just
kind of
around.
swimming around through the ether, doing their own thing.
Alrighty. Thank you all very
There's a
much.
lot of-
I shall collate the experience points you have acquired, and I shall send you more information post-haste.
Thank you so much for running.
Thank
Good
you so
day,
much for
everyone.
playing.
Thank
I will,
Bye-bye.
Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.